What's up? I have to get my scepters. What's up? Okay. What's up, what's up, what's up? How y'all feeling? Gold McCoy C2R Gold Star. Happy Holy Day. To all of the Muslims around the world, all of the Hebrews around the world, all of like the so-called conscious people like that, and all of the people who like that seeking knowledge, man. Just real talk. Yeah, but anyway, like start off with the Moorish American prayer. Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Eli is my protector, my God, and my salvation, by night and by day, through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. Ameen. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, but anyway, like I wanted to speak about like woman. I mean woman, she like and like just ask the one or like that to humble themselves, man. To humble themselves and don't never think that you better than man just because you got not getting all these opportunities, you getting jobs or like that, and you get a job quick because like you're a woman or like that, and they make it harder for like the original man. So never shoot like in your life think that you better than your counterpart or like that, or your helpmate, just like you is to us, you know. But like anyway, it say evil women and bad wives. Scriptures let us know to stay away from evil women. They are greedy, rebellious, unsubmissive, wicked, adulterous, gossiping, slandering, and sexual immoral. That mean they promiscuous. They have sex with anybody just because they lonely. They say bad wives and evil women in the Bible have done great damage. Such as lead Sodom astray, betray Solomon, and order the killing of John the Baptist. It say evil woman will call the righteous man to compromise and sin. They are on the wrong path and will bring you down with them. Beware. It say in every nice-sized church or temple there are worldly women put there. Worldly women put there by Satan to trap godly man. It say they profess to know Christ, but watch out. It doesn't matter how beautiful she is, because most people be looking at the face of her like that. But like these women, that's the reason why demons on the planet now are like that, because like these ignorant women are like that, because like they saw glitter and gold. So, slept and let like these wicked men enter them and came into them so they can produce like these wicked seeds on the planet. And it say they profess to know Christ, but watch out. It doesn't matter how beautiful she is. It doesn't matter if you think that it's love. If a woman is persuading you to sin or is giving signs that she is not to be a submissive wife in the relationship. It say it is best for a righteous man to find a true righteous woman. Proverbs 31:12. She would not do. She would do him good and not evil all of the days of her life. What fellowship can light have with darkness? It say, she is going down the wrong path, seeking man to bring down. It say Proverbs 5 verse 6. For she cares nothing about the path to life. She staggers down a crooked trail and doesn't realize it. So now, my sons, listen to me. Never stray from what I am about to say. Stay away from her. Do not go near the doors of her house. Proverbs 7 verse 24 through 26. Now then, my sons, listen to me. Pay attention to what I say. Do not let your heart turn to her ways or stray into her paths. Many a victim she has brought down. Her slain are a mighty throng. Okay. It say what does the Bible say? Proverbs 21:19. It say better to live in a desert than with a quarrelsome and nagging wife. I always want a bitch. I always want to complain or whatever like that, but at the same time reject correction. When a real man speak to him. And it say Proverbs 27:15 through 16. A continual dripping of a rainy day in a continuous wife or alike. Trying to keep her in check is like stopping a windstorm or grabbing oil with your right hand. Wow. Proverbs 25 That speaks for itself. Proverbs 25:24. It is better to live in a corner of a housetop than in a house shared with a quarrelsome woman or quarrelsome wife. I always want to start problems. I always want to fuss. I always want to complain. But she have a life to live in. She like in a manner of like that, working days and nights with like that to support her in order to bring home to the any way that they can or like that to the home and the household, and she's still complaining because he ain't living in no mansion. These niggas, bro, like that's why I was saying, like, watch out for these women in the world like that that's actually like will compromise themselves sexually for money, or compromise themselves sexually just for just to get a certain amount of knowledge or just to get a certain amount of leeway or whatever like that. So, so she won't have to do work within herself, and she want other people like that to do work for her instead of she cultivating her own self. But she want the easy way or like that, so she rather spread her legs and open herself up in order to get something for free, without work, without hard-on work. Proverbs 12:4. Chapter 12, verse 4. A wife with strength of character is the crown of her husband. But a wife who disgraces him is like bone cancer. Dang. Proverbs 14, verse 1. A wise woman builds her home, but a foolish woman tears it down with her own hands. Proverbs 11, verse 22. A beautiful woman who lacks discretion is like a gold ring in a pig snout. Dirty. Filthy. She has seductive, pervasive, and evil mouth. A wicked woman have a seductive, pervasive, and evil mouth. It's a Proverbs 5, verse 3 through 4. For the lips of an immoral woman are sweet as honey. You know, because like she'll talk to you nice, she'll talk to you sweet, she'll talk to you calm and all like that, so you can, not see like the true, but true self within her. And her mouth is smoother than oil, but in the end she is as bitter as poison, as dangerous as a double-edged sword. It's a Proverbs 2, verse 16. Wisdom will save you also from the adulterous woman. Wisdom, man. Like you need to ask for wisdom. Ask for wisdom and ask ask Eli, the Heavenly Father, and all of the ancestral elders in that's within the birth of life or like that to ask for wisdom and ask for divine guidance so you can get it, so you can not fall into these traps. What was that? I say. Wisdom will save you also from an adulterous woman, from the wayward woman with her seductive words. It's a Proverbs 22, verse 14. The mouth of an industrious woman is a deep pit. A man who is under Lord's wrath falls into it. Because you ain't listening, man. Evil in their hearts. Romans chapter 1, verse 26. That is why God abandoned them to their shameful desires. Even the woman turned against their natural way to have sex, and instead indulge in sex with each other. Homosexuality, or like that, instead of holding down a real man. It say don't run after her beauty. Because most people looking at a woman beauty or like that because she got big tits, because she got beautiful face, because she got big butt, that she like all righteous and sweet or like that, or like or can never do wrong. See past that or like that and ask questions about their past life. If a woman or like that cannot open up about and they want to be in a relationship with you and they say that they truly love you and like they can't go within like they past they past situations with like that with you, like, and confess it openly so you can know like what really going on, so like we can grow together. That means she has something to hide, and you can't trust a woman like that until she get her right, until she asks for forgiveness and get her act together, man. Proverbs verse 6 through 23. Proverbs chapter 6 verse 23 through 29. For their command is a lamp and their instruction is a light. Their corrective discipline is the way to better life. It will keep you from the immoral woman or the wicked woman, from the smooth tongue of the promiscuous woman. The woman that have sex with everybody like that, they have a smooth tongue, you know. It say don't lust for her beauty. Don't let her coy glances seduce you. For a prostitute will bring you to poverty, but sleeping with another man's wife will cost you your life. They say for a prostitute will bring you to poverty, but sleeping with another man's wife will cost you your life. Can a man scoop a flame into his lap and not have his clothes catch on fire? Can he walk on hot coals and not blister his feet? So it is with the man who sleeps with another man's wife. He who embraces her will not go unpunished. It say Proverbs 5 verse 20. Why be captive, my son, by an wicked, immoral woman, or fondle the breast of a promiscuous woman? Proverbs chapter 7 verse 8. He was crossing the street near the house of a wicked woman or immoral woman, strolling down the path by her house. It was at twilight in the evening as deep darkness fell. The woman approached him, seductively dressed in sly of heart. She was brass, rebellious type, never content to stay at home. All of the women that I always wanted, she like want to be traveling, want to run errands, want to be out and about instead of like staying at home and cultivating like herself, like a meditator or like that to see where she want to move forward to. Them the ones that you can't trust. She is often in the streets and markets, soliciting at every corner. I always want to be at the grocery stores. I always want to be like out and about. I always want to be like in a public or like that, but not like not cultivating like your relationships at the house or like that with your children and your family and your husband. It's Proverbs 23 verse 27 through 28. A prostitute is a dangerous trap. A promiscuous woman is as dangerous as falling into a narrow well. She hides and waits like a robber, eager to make more men unfaithfully. You know, real talk. Proverbs 30 verse 20. This is the way of an adulterous woman. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I've done nothing wrong. You see, they always want to say that they never done nothing wrong or like that, but at the same time, they got a whole lot of problems within their life that they don't want to face. But like when you tell them about it or like that, they still don't admit that they wrong. That's how you know that's the adulterous woman that had like multiple mans in the past or like that, and they don't want to clean themselves so they can move forward and release all them demons out of you. You know. But like anyway, I'm almost done. They say Mark 10 verse 12. And if she divorces her husband and marries another, she commits adultery. Wow, if she divorces her husband and marries another, she commits adultery. All women who are like that talking about past relationships, she been with multiple women, did all this like they who was married or like that, then she then after that started sleeping with multiple men or whatever like that. That's adultery, man. She commits adultery. She have to ask for forgiveness. Say gossiping woman. 1 Timothy 5 verse 13. And if they are on the list, they will learn to be lazy and will spend their time gossiping from house to house, meddling in other people's business and talking about things they shouldn't. You see? That's what the women or like that, they always want to gossip. They always want to talk about others, but at the same time, when it comes to their own life, they comes to their own self, they don't want nothing to talk about. When they talk about their own problems, they don't want to talk about that. But everybody else, they want to talk about it. Okay. You say 1 Corinthians 15 verse 15. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 33. Do not be deceived. Bad company ruins good morals. It's a famous evil woman in scripture, Delilah, Simone. She Potiphar's wife, Jezebel, the woman of Zion. It's Judges 16 verse 3 through 18. Then Delilah said, you've been making fun of me and telling me lies. Now tell me like how you've been tied up securely. Samson replied, if you were to weave the 7 braids of my hair into the fabric of your loom and tighten it with the loom shuttle, I would become as weak as anyone else. You see, he should never told her that or like that. Don't never tell a woman, your strengths or like that, because they're gonna probably use that for evil, especially if you can't trust her. Especially if she don't want to open up about like what she have done in the past or like that. You can't tell her like that, man, because she'll use it against you. Anyway, where was that? Okay, I will become weak as anyone else. So while she sleep Oh, while he sleep, Samson sleep, Delilah wove the 7 braids of his hair into the fabric. Then she tightened it with the loom shuttle. Again she cried out, Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you. But Samson woke up, pulled back the loom shuttle, and yanked his hair away from the loom and fabric. Then Delilah pouted, how can you tell me I love you when you don't share your secrets with me? You know, but at the same time, they don't want to share their secrets with you. Like that, you know? Like, it's like, you made fun of me 3 times now, and you still haven't told me what makes you so strong. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute. She tormented him with her nagging all day. After day until he was sick to death of it, bro. You see, like, a woman would kill your ass, bro, like, with her nagging. Finally, Samson shared his secret with her. From all that fucking lagging. That's why, like, when you see a woman nagging, walk away from her, because, like, she gonna pull with her emotions. She gonna trying to pull that out of you. She gonna make you feel like empathetic. She like so she can get what she needs from you through like crying or whatever like that. She like and trying to make you feel bad about yourself. Finally, Samson shared her secret. My hair was never been cut. He confessed, for I was dedicated to God as a Nazarite from birth. If my hair was shaved, my strength would leave me, and I would become as weak as anyone else. Delilah realized he had finally told her the truth, so she sent for the Palestinian rulers, the Gentile rulers. Come back one time, you know. And she like it's like, come back one more time. She said, for he has finally told me his secret. So the Palestinian rulers returned with the money in their hands, trying to buy them out. And say Mark chapter 6 verse 23 through 27. He even vowed, I would give you whatever you asked, up to half my kingdom. She went out and asked her mother, what shall I ask for? Her mother told her, ask for the head of John the Baptist. You see, her mother selling man's out, selling good man's out. That's what I'm saying. So watch out for these women who are like that, because they'll sell you out quick. Just real talk. They'll sell you out faster than everybody else. Well, like that, because like they could tap into your emotions with the sensitivity levels of their being. You say, so the girl hurried back to the king and told him, I want the head of John the Baptist right now on a tray. Then the king deeply regretted what he had said, but because of the vow he had made in front of his guests, he couldn't refuse her. You see, he couldn't even refuse it. Even if he know they was wrong, he still couldn't refuse it. So I'm saying, wicked woman. That's why we're in this situation now, with all this lawless demons on the planet. Because all these demons came out of a woman womb. But anyway. So she made to send out. Wait a minute. The king deeply regretted what she said, but like because of the vows he had made in front of his guests, he couldn't refuse her. So he immediately sent an executioner to the prison to cut off John's head and bring it to him. The soldier beheaded John in the prison. You see, bro, like can't make them same mistakes, man. Just real talk. Genesis 39 verse 9 through 12. No one here has more authority than I do. He has held back nothing from me except you, because you are his wife. How could I do such a wicked thing? It would be a great sin against God. She kept putting pressure. She kept putting pressure on Joseph day after day, but he refused to sleep with her. Because as soon as you sleep with her like that, she like, you're gonna give like all that energy to her like that, and she already gonna know your thoughts based on the semen. And he kept out of her way much as possible. One day, however, no one else was around when he went and do his work. She came and grabbed him by his cloak, demanding, "Come sleep with me." Wow. Joseph tore her away, but he left his cloak in her hands as he ran from the house. Let's say 1 Kings 21 verse 25. No one else so completely sold himself to what was evil in the Lord's sight as Ahab did under the influence of his Jezebel wife. It's Isaiah 3 verse 16 through 18. The Lord says, beautiful Zion is haughty, craning her elegant neck, always working her neck. It's flirting with her eyes, always trying to look at you like that, trying to seduce you with her eyes or like that and with her face. It say walking with daunting steps, always trying to, she like, walk with her hips or like that to make herself look seen for attention, tickling her ankle bracelets. So the Lord would send, would send scabs on her head. That's why a whole lot of women were like that. She like they have to wear weave because like they got these plagues. Shoot, they can't grow no hair. They can't even grow natural hair to they butt like they was did in the past. The Lord will make beautiful Zion bald. On that day of judgment, the Lord will strip away everything that makes her beautiful, ornaments, headbands, and crescent necklace. That's why they don't have it now. It's like Jeremiah 3 verse Jeremiah chapter 3 verse 20. But you have been unfaithful to me, you people of Israel. You have been like a faithless wife who leaves her husband. I, the Lord, have spoken. But like anyway, yeah, like I just want to review that, like to go over that, like about like the 25 warning Bible verses about harlots and prostitutes and women or like that. That's and thinking they better than man or like that. You like can actually like seducing man like to compromise them sexually. Never compromise yourself sexually, and like hopefully like this video or like that will give y'all insight about like what to look for and what not to look for like within like a woman. And if you have a woman in your life or like that that's like this, leave them. Yeah, if not leave them like that, but at the same time, like if they ain't willing to confess their sins and be truthful to you, honestly, and talk about their past situations openly to you or like that, like if they really love you, then like leave them. They hide some from you. But anyway, much love, shalom. All right, let's end this with the Moorish American prayer. Eli, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, true peace, freedom, and justice. Eli is my protector, my God, and my salvation by night and by day through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. Amen. Much love. Life is good. Happy Holy Day, Muslims. Happy Holy Day.